It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we've got a team that began in Cleveland against one that still calls it home. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Cleveland Browns. Coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Cleveland and the newly named Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. And Greg, this is one of those games that it's a little old school. Maybe if it was in black and white, it would be fitting, right? We got a couple of teams who love to hand it off and see their running backs do it on the ground.
And it's just so cool, and you mentioned it, Mike. Maybe 10, 15 years ago, this would have been the norm on any given weekend, but we're seeing the game trend to more of a passing-style offense. If you want to score points, it mostly comes through the air. So for these two kind of throwback offenses that rely so heavily on their running backs, for anybody that loves old-school power football, I think we're in for a treat.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, the veteran quarterback, first-round pick back in 2017, Deshaun Watson.
There was a time, and it wasn't very long ago, Mike, that this guy was trending towards becoming one of the best quarterbacks in the entire NFL. He has to find a way to get back to stacking strong performances, one after another, and keep his team in the hunt. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out, but if he plays well, his team is always going to have a strong chance of winning.
They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And he'll take it for 4 yards on the game's first play. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now the Georgia Bulldogs. Here's Nick Chubb. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Watson. Now he'll run it. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
We'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb.
Nick Chubb on the carry. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out, Greg, by the #1 overall pick way back in 2009, Matthew Stafford.
The coaches spend all week, Mike, drafting up their opening script. These are the plays that they feel the best with to not only attack the defense early, but try to get an idea of what sort of matchups they're going to see throughout the course of the game. Now, all of that is thrown out the window. None of the plays take into account snapping it this close to your own goal line. They've got to try to get themselves some breathing room, pick up a first down or two. That will allow them to get back on track, executing the rest of that opening script.
He'll drop this down to Williams. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Working across the field, the Tua has it. And he's out of bounds, but not before they get up past the 45. A big play after being backed up. An even 40 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
First and 10. The motion man is Nakua. Stafford now on first down. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And the defense there to meet them. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up third down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Browns offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on first and 10. He'll open this drive on the ground with 4. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw is Watson. That's complete. It's Cedric Tillman. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. They'll try and run for the first down. It's 4. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. you're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now. And he's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. Here comes Smith on the return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Rams offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They had to punt on their opening drive. No damage done as of yet. Still scoreless here, and they'll pick it up first and 10. Set to go now on first and 10. Off play action. It's Stafford. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Kyren Williams, the intended receiver there. And it'll be second down. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Shotgun snap to Watson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
From the gun, here on third down, Watson. That's to the open man. It's Tillman. 11 yards on the connection there. First down, Cleveland.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
Here's 4. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Here's Watson. This is brought in downfield by Judy. And a big gain out of bounds as time runs down. An exclamation point to end this first quarter. Watson now on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
To throw on second down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Darius Williams. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here comes Cooper Kupp and the rest of the LA offense set for this next Rams possession. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. And that ball incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
3rd and 2. Stafford. It's complete. He's got Kupp. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
They go play action with Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. That was Jordan Hicks who got him down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. In motion, it's Robinson. Play action now for Stafford. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right
under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
So back up now to the 8-yard line. It's 3rd and goal. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. He's got it at the 3. Some determined running, but they're going to stop him short of the goal line.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Hardy's kick is good, and the Rams will extend to a 10-0 lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Browns offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Ford. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Two minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Watson. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's a Browns first down.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it. That play had sack written all over it. So that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. On throw, right side, taken by Njoku. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
On 1st and 10, here's Watson. Now sets up a screen for Chubb. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
That one into the hands of Moore downfield. And he will score. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Browns. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Browns are on the board. It's 10-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense and Cooper Kupp heading back onto the field. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. One final throw before the break. Throw right side, hauled in by Kupp. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half coming up. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Here comes a return from the 5. He's to midfield. Inside the 20. And they're not going to catch up to him. He brings it all the way back. 95 yards. Touchdown, Rams. What a start to the second half. They come right out of the locker room and take it all the way to the end zone for 6.
Mike, we got to find out what that halftime speech was by that coach, because apparently it worked. I mean, talk about a dream start here. You find yourself at halftime, you're regrouping, we want to come out in the third quarter and establish some rhythm and momentum, and boy, do they do that here with their kickoff unit, returning it for 6.
The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams will get out in front 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes Ford on the return. Oh, yeah. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Browns offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds Judy on that one. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's Watson. To the sideline. That's caught by Judy. Now a 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
The Rams offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Second down and 3. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Cup in motion. On the play fake, here's Stafford. That is caught downfield by Cup. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. That is caught. What a throw. Cooper, Cup, touchdown, Rams. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
The kick is good. Makes the score Rams 24, Browns 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A play fake. Now Watson to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
1st and 10, and here comes 4.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Watson going to give it to Chubb. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Watson now on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target. It's 2nd down. Here's Watson. He brings it in, the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Watson. Backs to the open man. It's Tillman. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I think at this point in the game, prior to that 3rd down call, the coach is telling his quarterback, hey, you got 2 downs. This is 4 down territory, but that last completion, I think, saves him from having to make that decision, at least for the time being, barring any penalties. Now, they got 3 or 4 plays to try to end this one with a touchdown.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. To the air again. Watson. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Cleveland. Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Browns back within 10. It's now 24-14. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Cup in motion. They go play action. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
The Rams punting unit coming out as he's on to punt for the second time. Crochet to return it. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Watson. Open man, and that's Tillman. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. Once again, it's Chubb. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing is Watson. To the sideline. He's got more. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Cleveland.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Here's a handoff to Chubb. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. They'll run with 4. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They bring Judy in motion. Here comes the jet sweep. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
This pass caught by Judy. And he will score. Game on. Jerry Judy. Touchdown, Browns. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford heading back onto the field. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. 1st down, Stafford. That is caught. It's Robinson. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
There's not a lot to this route. Man coverage, and you got a drag route. Give him a little something off the line and go. Win with speed. Good, accurate ball on the front shoulder pad allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big gain.
A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Cup in motion. To throw on 2nd down, Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
Gain of 3 on the play. And the Rams 1st down.
They'll go again with Williams. Can he get away? No, he's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. It's another run here for Williams. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. It is 3rd and 10. The motion man is Nakua. They'll drop to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Watson. He finds Judy on that one. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd down and 3. Out of the gun, Watson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
A high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. Now he's loose again. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So I still think there's plenty of time if they can get within shot of the end zone that they can go for a touchdown and try to win this thing in regulation. You always have a field goal try in your back pocket to at least tie the game and force overtime.
Watson to throw again. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And with that throw, Mike, now they're clearly in position where they can at least attempt to tie the game with a field goal. But I don't think they should take the foot off the gas. Continue to take shots downfield. Continue. See if you can come away with a touchdown, knowing you...
And this is a touchdown! They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Just an absolute clinic of putting together a